All right. Good morning, everybody. Joe Van Doren here, and welcome to our Virtues Pick. It's a brand new week. It's Monday, and we're excited to be here with you. The virtue that came up today when we shook our phone up is a really great one, and that is the word is integrity. And so let's read the description first. I just love the idea of this, and that is integrity is standing up for what we believe is right. We keep faith with our ideals and live by our deepest values. We keep our agreements reliably. Our actions match our words. We strive to balance impeccable integrity and unfailing tenderness for others and ourselves. We cherish the challenge of doing the right thing in all circumstances. We give excellence to whatever we undertake. We live by our personal covenant. So, one of the reasons that I especially like this virtue and how it calls to me is because it really is the foundation for what we've started talking about in the 4 C's of successful families. And quite honestly, we can put these 4 C's into anything. 4 C's of a successful business, 4 C's of successful friendships, 4 C's of everything that is involved in our life is around that. And the first one is clarity. And that's why when we say integrity is standing up for what we believe is right, we have to know what we believe is right first. As I was reading this, one of the things that came across my mind was, have you ever talked to someone whose father or grandfather has recently passed away, and they're remembering the words that were most important to them, that they repeated to them on a frequent basis, and they were words of wisdom, that they were words that had great meaning in life itself and how we lived, and it was their ideals of what made a good person. And I just wonder sometimes, do we have that too? Is this something? Do we have clarity about what we believe? Do we have clarity in our ideals and clarity about what it means to be the best that we can be? And if we've not taken the time to really define that, write it down, really think about those things, it's, we can be very more easily swayed to following the crowd, to following some sort of thinking that is the same as everybody else. But when we stand up for what we believe is right, when we know what we believe, when we have a very clear vision of who we are and who we want to be, and the ideals that we want to live by, the values that we want to live by, the virtues that are ones that we've developed fully and in balance, and the virtues that we are continuing to grow, then we're really able to demonstrate this virtue of integrity even better. And so then the second C is communication, and that's obviously writing it down, sharing it with our family and with others, and then consistency, living it by each day, examining the choices that we make, and are they ones that match what we say we believe in? So I don't know. This has just been one of those things that I've really been thinking about a lot. And I don't know if it's because I've gotten a little bit older, or if it's because the virtues have become, as I concentrate on one and focus on one on a daily basis, that they've become more and more real to me. But it's becoming more and more apparent to me that we, each of us, need to have complete clarity about what we believe, and really codify those in things that we write, things that we talk about, the things that we say to our children, all of those things, and demonstrating it by the actions and the way that we live our life, and making sure that we are demonstrating this balanced, impeccable integrity for the values that we have. And so, wow, I don't know. I'm just excited about this word today. And I have a day of some physical work. I've got some more things around here in Tennessee that I've got to try and get done before we leave for the season. But today I'm really going to concentrate on being and standing up for what I believe is right. And so, if each one of us did that, if each one of us stood up for what we believe is right, and do so in a balanced way where we still have respect for other people's feelings and other people's ways of thinking and other people's experiences, then I think we'd have a much more peaceful world. And so, cultivating those things in our own life, cultivating those virtues, demonstrating those values, demonstrating the ideals that we have is really what, I don't know, life is about, I guess. So, how do we teach our children about integrity, and how do we draw that virtue out of them? It begins with this thing on clarity and making sure that they're very clear about what's important to us as parents, and that's going to help to mold them. It's not going to make sure that they're not. It's not necessarily something that they're going to maintain those same values their entire life. There might have other things because they're unique individuals, but we've certainly given them a good foundation. And it's just what I have found is that parents that give children a foundation in the virtues and values that are most important to them, their children grow into those and continue those also. And so, I mean, that's obviously the best thing. But then, of course, we have to also help them to appreciate the need to do what is right because it's the right thing to do, not out of fear of getting in trouble, right? But that's all based on clarity and communication, isn't it? So, uh, so the thought that I have here is as we're raising our children, our actions must match our words. Our words must match what we say we believe in, right? And and as we're disciplining, and I say that with the meaning of teaching, when we're teaching our children and drawing out of them all the good things inside of them, we're giving them the opportunity to be their best selves, and that's what this series of lives is really all about. It's about bringing out the best in ourselves first, and in our children, and of course, then and also in others. So that's what I'm thinking about today in regard to this virtue, and I'm very excited that this one came up today. This is a great word, and I look forward to seeing everybody the rest of this week. And so until next time, keep practicing the virtues and the 4 C's of successful families, and that is clarity, communication, consistency, and community. Until next time, bye.